Hi again. Hi. Hello. Hello. I don't know what to look at. I look at myself, but then I look in the camera. I'm still new at this. Let me see if I can do this. That's better. Hi. From wherever you're at whatever time you're watching this. Hi again. It's me. We are yet again doing another makeup video, and it is inspired on probably one of my favorite pastimes that I love to do, and one of that is watching wrestling with my brothers. I grew up with a ton of brothers and a father who all were wrestling fans, and I just ended up one. Last week there was an epic, probably for most a dream match between Bryan Danielson, formerly known as Daniel Bryan from WWE, but he went to AEW and he faced Kenny Omega for the AEW championship. And it was really epic. It was really good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So, one thing that I always like about wrestlers is the fact that they always have really epic gear. And something about their gear this match was just so contrasting to where they complemented each other. So I'm gonna try and put those colors that was on like their clothes. I'll put those colors and see if they can go on my face. It is a challenge that I welcome, and you're gonna come with me along the ride. So we will see what happens. One thing that I love to do, especially watch whenever like WrestleMania comes or like really, really big events, they go all out with their gear, all out with their outfits, everything, and there's just colors and themes galore. It's so epic. I mean, we can go back to even like for a while, Rey Mysterio, every WrestleMania was coming out to a different type character. One year he was Avatar, the other year he was Joker. He was like just so many different other characters. So it's really interesting to see a lot of them, like especially when they even cosplay. It's epic. It is with this match that I recently saw, which I don't watch that many matches anymore because I'm always working. Hashtag adult life, it sucks. But this one match my brother told me about, like, hey, you gotta watch it, it's really good. And I saw it and it was like, it was amazing. Spoilers though, it did end in a draw. Not even a draw. It was a time limit match, and they went past the time limit, so nobody won. I have a love-hate relationship with time limit matches. We have the champion that is current champion Kenny Omega versus Daniel Bryan. And you just see Kenny, he's in this really elaborate blue, which it's clean looking, it's nice looking, and it fits his, like, what's the word, his aesthetic. Especially, like, I haven't really seen a specific theme that he's been going with, because back in New Japan, he, kept this Terminator / Best Bout Machine, One Wing Angel thing, For most of his career in Japan, he was straight up heel. As soon as he joined the Bullet Club, so it was kind of easy just to go with leather and silver and skulls and stuff like that. So I like this change of color, so I think it's pretty epic. And then we have Daniel Bryan, who he just has such a heroic vibe to him, because he always stuck with the maroon or like the red, like, because I remember in WWE he had like red and black like trunks all the time. I really like both the colors for both athletes, and so so we're just let's get into it. I want to start with the harder one first, which is probably gonna be Kenny, because this dude got like weird fishnet style and like some of the shapes in his gear, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. First thing that I do is color in my brows and turn my eyelids into a giant canvas, basically. I put on concealer and then just spread it out and then go about my whatever vision is going to be. This is going to be the blue eye. So I am starting with the top of my lid. We're just going to go about basically making a cut crease. And the way I do it first is I do like the top of my lid, and then I erase like whatever I want cut, and then I'll go with another color for that. But this is kind of like the main color. I might go a little bit darker with this blue because it's a little too light for me. I want like a really intense navy blue, but we'll just keep patting. I'm gonna pack it on a little more and then we'll see what happens from there. Looks like somebody just my face with blue. Q-tip, some micellar water, and I'm just gonna go about and start erasing the part, whatever blue that I don't want on here. Boom. It makes it so much easier to keep your lines straight. I also realized I probably didn't have to put concealer on all of my lid, but whatever. Live and learn, you know? I really want this blue to pop, so I wanted a white foundation for it. I don't really care if my part is perfect right here, the separation between the white and the blue, or the light blue and the dark blue, because I'm gonna go in with something else that's gonna like define it in a little bit. But for now, I want to get a nice, light, gorgeous blue on there. I like this blue, it's really pigmented. You know, I'm so freaking stoked this worked. I had to look up, I don't have the eyeliner for the color that I want, so I just looked it up on YouTube and they said to do water. Mix water with the eyeshadow, and it's working, and I'm so happy right now. It freaked me out for a second. But it's working so far. So I'm gonna be careful and be optimistic. I wanna have like a thick, dark blue, because I'm gonna wanna put white dots in there, but we just gotta get the separation. We just gotta get them to, I gotta get it to be thick. So I'm probably gonna make the line thicker along the top of like where the dark blue is. I feel like it's the detail that's probably gonna give me the most anxiety. But one thing that I'm gonna do now, it's as thick as I want it to be. I wanted it to be thick, because I'm so sorry, my camera keeps shaking. I'm on my desk. But the one thing that I really wanna do is dot that dark blue. All right, let's do it. And here goes literally nothing. Okay, one dot down. I am so stressed right now. Okay, we're almost there. Why do I make life hard for myself? Whew, I am not okay. But it came out better than I thought, so I'm happy. Oh, please don't ruin it. Don't ruin it, Lydia. Don't ruin it. Whew, it could have been a lot worse. Okay, I'm leaving it at that, because if I do any more, it's gonna get ruined. I'm trying to dry it so I can actually open my eye. Scared to touch it. Okay, I think it's okay. I was completely unaware of how many dots this look has. And because he is currently the AEW champion, I'm gonna add a little bit of gold. I'm gonna make that, I'm gonna make a wing liner out of just gold liner. Next we got some black eyeliner. I just put that under. And then now I'm gonna do some pink under eye, for for the sake of Don Callis' ridiculously pink suit that he had on. And that suit was something I could not get out of my brain when it came to this match too. This man is very unashamed about wearing pink, man. We're going on to the opponent now, this side. So going with Bryan Danielson's look, he's a little more, what's the word, simple with his gear. Obviously I love the maroon, I love the silver, and I love the white lines that he goes with. So that's kind of what I'm gonna go with this look. I want it to be to where you know it's him, like the colors and everything, just it all makes sense. So we'll see. We're gonna go into this with a heavy, deep maroon color. It has like a little bit of shade of pink. I might change that to maybe like a deeper red if I have one, but this is what we're going for right now. One thing that I really enjoyed about this match, however, now that I'm like, I can focus a little more on talking about the match, is like, for some reason, I always expect, especially now that Danielson is out of the WWE, so they have more freedom in like their moves and stuff, whereas like for WWE, they're very strict with what moves they can use. I was expecting a ton of high flying, like I really was, especially with Kenny and his background with like New Japan and how many times he almost like killed himself, like doing crazy moves with matches against like Tomohiro Ishii, Kazuchika Okada, like the list goes on, you know, like, and how he always just doesn't care, he just goes for it. And I was kind of expecting that, especially now that it's like where we've been waiting for a match like this, not even knowing that like it was even gonna happen, if it was even possible to have these two wrestlers from these two different worlds in the same ring. So it really was a dream match. One thing that I saw that I really didn't think I would like until I saw it was like these guys stayed low to the ground. Daniel Bryson's holds, his submission holds, everything, because he stayed low to the ground the entire time. I did not expect that. There was one moment where Kenny was about to hit Bryanson into the One Wing Angel, which is an undefeated move. If he hits that, you're not tapping out of that. That's a very protected finisher, and he didn't even let him like really settle in. As soon as he was on top of his shoulders, he just immediately like went backwards. And I expected a really intense like flip and flying out of the ring and stuff like that. They stayed connected to each other and it looked so much more painful. It was intense. It was so entertaining watching these guys. These guys are out of this world talented, and I never really appreciated Daniel Bryan for who he was in WWE, but now it's like, I don't know, I feel like he's more happy and freer, especially now in this new season that he's in. And so that's like, it was just all around an entertaining match. Now down to the time limit thing. I don't think there should be time limits when it comes to championship matches, because like, little did we know, like especially from the fans' perspective, watching it didn't even feel like it was 30 minutes. Like it straight up felt like 10 minutes went on, and then the buzzer went off and you can hear the crowd and they're just like, no, like everybody was upset. It was so funny because it's like everyone wants to keep going, and then of course like the Elite come out, and then you have Luchasaurus and Christian, which I honestly need to see Christian versus Omega, and like any of Christian's matches I need to catch up on, because that dude looks great for his age. Like he reminds me so much of Edge, like so much. So I'm gonna outline the red to where however I want it, like how thick I want it, and then again I'm gonna go over the silver with the white to match what Danielson was wearing. Okay, I have to be very careful with everything. Okay. Keep in mind whenever you do buy glitter, just a side note, make sure it is glitter meant for around the eyes, meant for makeup. You never want to go to like a craft store and buy glitter, because those glitters have like certain type of glass. It's dangerous around your eye, just so you know. I remember when I learned that, it freaked me out. But especially the Halloween season is coming up. Buy glitter meant for your face, nothing else, please. Okay. Oh, I'm not hating this. This is great. I'm excited. Now, finally, we go on to the face. I have my foundation right here, and I'm just going to mix some green with it, because I see I'm really red right here in these spots, so I just kind of want to get rid of that. Kind of feels like I'm face painting right now. This is gonna be messy. All right, so we got this side to match this side to match this side to match this. I don't hate it. Some last minute touches. Okay, so this is what came out. We have our Kenny Omega. We have our Bryan Danielson. I can't believe I said that wrong. It's gonna be confusing me for the next few months. I had a ton of fun making this. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a favorite wrestler, if you love current wrestling, or if you liked wrestling back when you were a kid, if you ever watched it, even back all the way to the 80s, 90s, Attitude Era, ECW, WCW, Ruthless Aggression Era, it doesn't matter. If you've ever watched wrestling, if you ever grew up with a favorite wrestler, by all means, leave a comment. I love doing makeup. I love finding inspiration from anything, and to be able to put that on a video for people to see is a really, really awesome opportunity for me, just to make somebody smile. So here is the finishing. Those freaking lashes, man. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. Bye.